A good evening to you, Ryan. I know it's 11 p.m. for you in New Zealand, so I really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, good evening to you. And yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so the reason I invited you on is because I saw a win from you in the Crypto Wins channel. Could you explain what that was about?
Yes, we I had a few good indicators lead to a sign saying there was going to be a long, and it was a fairly good win, 150% roughly on that. But uh, it was more the maths that done the wins. There's also a few little losses in there as well. But yeah, the losses are a lot smaller than the wins, which is nice. But yeah, there's been a few good wins from the great teachings of all the professors. You put all that information together, and it all works in your favour. Professor Michael is part of the trading. He's given some great alpha and great information, and Professor Adam, it's just unbelievable the stuff he's teaching in all the investing, and Professor Sillard as well in the DeFi world. Put all that information together, and it's just some serious alpha out there.
Mm-hmm. What percent wins were they?
153% on a win on one of the shit coins, as we call it. And then another 163% on another shit coin, which was quite nice. Yeah.
Yep, congratulations. When you first came into the real world, did you have any trading experience?
I had very little trading experience. So I sort of started off in May of 2020. I got some cryptocurrencies there because I'd heard about it before. I was looking to invest some money. I'm an electrician by trade, so I was just had a little bit of money there and thought, oh yeah, I'll put some into crypto, and then started dollar cost averaging, putting a little bit more in here, a little bit more in there. And I hadn't really traded, I'd invested. I looked into doing trading, but the whole idea of it all and how it was all going and looking at the exchanges and stuff, it was just too much for me. I knew it was too dangerous to go into without any information. So I just diversified way too crazily, to be honest. I had all these different shit coins, shit coins being an altcoin that's not Bitcoin or Ethereum. Um, and I did it in a silly way now that I look back on it, but it's all good. I went off the lowest volume and the lowest market cap, and I bought little bits of that, as well as some of the bigger coins and stuff like that. But I hadn't actually gone down the whole trading route until recently, which was once I had some decent information so I could be confident, and started paper trading a little bit. So trading with money that wasn't actually real money. You just trade and you get the wins, but not the money. But yeah, now feeling a bit more confident with futures and spot, and yeah, everything on the exchange is we get taught so far, very much in detail about all the information. So yeah, that's trading's quite fresh to me. Probably a month worth roughly.
Interesting. So when did you join the real world for perspective?
I joined the real world in September of last year, and that was Hustlers University too.
Mm-hmm. So you joined, you see all the campuses. You say you only started trading in the past month. So what were you doing in the other time?
I delved into, I started from the start and went down the crypto. This was in Discord, and it was kind of, I hadn't really done much Discord before. It was kind of hard to get around in my eyes, but I got there and went down the crypto route and learned about all the investing through Professor Adam, and also started on the trading courses, and that was quite nice. And then once it went into the real world, it's a lot easier to understand, and the whole new software is just amazing. And then went from trading, did all that, and then investing, now done all that. And in Professor Adam's masterclass at the moment, now we're learning the information there in the masterclass is just on another level for what you pay for it. It's crazy, really. And they're active every day. They're proactive. If you've got questions, they're asking questions, and so I've been asking questions, and even the apprentices or the captains now they give some really good information. If you ask the right questions, they'll give you the right answers. But someone's always there to help. So just asking questions got me through, which is nice.
Mhm. So, going off of what you just said, how different is the material in the real world compared to what you can find out on the internet?
It's on another level, to be honest. It's I've done a little bit of a course, but the real world is just on tenfold compared to that. Yeah, there's so many different routes. You've got the trading, the investing, and the DeFi, and it's all so detailed. Each little bit is very much detailed, and all the parts because it's continually upgrading. It's a beta software; it just keeps getting better and better.
Now, going back some more into before you joined, what was your life like at that time?
Life was good. Life was good. I actually found out about Hustlers University when I was back in Australia. I was subcontracting to a friend doing some electrical work, and the apprentice, he talked about it. He was like, "Oh, Hustlers University, my friend's making a little bit of money out of it. Have you heard about it?" I was like, "Nah, I haven't heard about it at all." And then that was that. That had gone by. And then when I was back in New Zealand, I'm in the far north now, just looking after 15 acres. So I've got a bit of spare time on my hands when I'm not doing that. So I thought I need to invest my time into something valuable. And then that clicked, that Hustlers University thing. I was like, yeah, I'm going to look into that. So then I looked into it, seen a few of Andrew Tate's videos, which were, yeah, they hit home a little bit. There's mixed opinions about all that, but he's definitely onto something. And the way that it's been put together, the real world, it's so easy to get around, and the people in there are so helpful. So now I've found the real world. It's been nice to be able to be confident of where I'm investing my money, because now I've actually learned not to just go in on the narrative pretty well. Yeah, now I've got some just learning more and more information and putting together strategies and finding out, getting the information from the professors especially, but taking that to a next level and learning myself and trying to make more strategies out of the information that they get you to make investing your own money more valuable.
Mm-hmm. And again, delving a bit deeper into that, what does your average day look like now versus before you joined the real world?
Before joining the real world, I was sort of stuffing around a little bit, just not actually getting the most value out of my time. And now that I'm in the real world, my time, I'm spending a lot of time on the real world, which is nice, in between getting all my stuff done in the actual world, the real world, not just on the app, the real world, but a lot more productive now. Putting down, got a goals list and a to-do list of the day, checklist, go through, wake up, do each thing, check over your strategies, check over the sentiment and all the information that comes through and from the real world itself, as well as other indicators and stuff like that. So my time is getting spent a lot more productively now that I'm in the real world, to be honest. Yeah, it's been really good.
What has the community been like for you? Has it had any impact?
Yeah, the communities, there's so many different things that people are talking about in the communities, and they've got different challenges. Like the push-up competition was good fun. They started the push-up competition. I got pretty vocal in that, which was quite nice. So we were pumping out push-ups, and everyone, and you film them and record them and put them on Rumble, and everyone was pushing each other. We're in the Giga Chads Legion, and our Legion versus the other three Legions, and yeah, it was quite nice. Everyone was pushing each other, and we're all gaining exponential through life by doing push-ups and just by helping each other and being positive with it all. A few people weren't in on it, and all the people that were, I guarantee you that they'll be a lot better off after that competition. I'm actually looking forward to the next one, whether it be pull-ups or squats. I don't know, but there's other competitions going in the real world server, which is I see some New Year challenges and all that stuff, personal performance stuff like that, and fitness. And it's not just about the modern day wealth creations. It's about the life that actually goes on and being confident through life. Professor Arno's videos are quite amazing as well, through like all social skills and being able to talk and communicate, as well as all the sales stuff. Yeah, the community is unreal. If you ask a question, someone will give you a detailed answer. That's if it is a good detailed question. There's a lot of questions that have come in from the people that are fresh into the whole server, and it's, yeah, just bad questions get bad answers pretty well. But if you do a detailed question, you'll get a super detailed answer by someone who's got more knowledge, and you just got to be willing to learn. And that's what I'm into now. It's all about just learning, spending time making productive decisions.
Mm-hmm. What has your experience been like with the professors?
With the professors, yes, quite amazing. Definitely a big shout out to Professor Adam. He's just going hard, and he's proactive every day, answering questions, getting shit done, new lessons, new videos. That's one big difference between the Hustlers University 2 and the real world, is the video quality, and actually the quality of the videos and the information that comes through is just, it's gone to another level in the real world, which is good. But for the professors, he's a true G. He's just going hard, helping people wherever he can. I'm in the masterclass server with him. I'm just fresh to it, learning all the new skills and how to code the Pine script to make strategies and stuff like that. But yeah, there's next level going to be coming once I get all that knowledge, and he's put it together quite well, and the people in there are quite helpful. For the other professors, yeah, they're just so detailed with the information they give. Yeah, Professor Arno, Professor Sillard, and Professor Michael as well. They're all proactive in there every day, answering questions. And I've asked a fair few questions, and nearly every question that I've asked has been answered straight up in the first go, just because it's detailed. So, yeah, the professors are real good for the community, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's really good to see all the innovation that's going on. It's not just the release course, and that's like many other courses.
Yeah, it's never ending. Oh, it's not. Sorry, that's a bad way to put it. But at the moment, it's just continually new lessons. There's always something new to learn. There's always something new coming out. So the courses are just getting produced just as quick as you can learn. So, and you want time to go over them, because you're not going to get it on the first watch of a lesson. You need to watch it once, twice, three times. To pass the masterclass quiz, I've watched the whole course, investing course, 3 or 4 times, just so I had a clear knowledge of exactly what they're talking about. Because they talk about the right things, but for someone who doesn't have any knowledge of it previously, or very little, you really got to spend time, take notes, headphones on, getting deep into it. So yeah, it's quite nice.
What was the biggest challenge you faced when first starting out?
Biggest challenge, I'm not tech savvy to say the least. So on the Discord server, I was sort of like, oh, Discord, it's a bit different, going through all the channels and stuff like that. But got my head around it by the end of it. And just as I got my head around to it, it went to the beta version of the real world. And I was like, oh, I've just got the hang of it. But now I'm grateful. The real world server is just so much easier to get around. So it's detailed, laid out perfectly. As I said, it's the beta version, so it just keeps getting better and better. The developers are just upgrading it all. There has been a few issues with it, but as expected, when I think it's up to 200,000 people a part of it now, which is quite a lot. Yeah, that's a very, very large amount of people to be all in one server. So there's always going to be the hiccups going on, but yeah, they're just speed bumps. We go over them and keep going.
Mm-hmm. Has the winds channel had any effect on you?
Yeah, it's good encouragement to see people are just winning all the time. Obviously, there's some losses that don't get seen, but to see if someone else can get a win like that or a win like this, um, it makes you want to do that as well. So it's quite encouraging to see the win channel in yeah, in each server there's a wins channel and people in there are winning, no doubt about it, because the information is just unbelievable. But yeah, the wins channel is quite nice. I don't look at it all the time, but when I do click over it, it's changing. People are just bang, win, win, win. You try to find one and it's gone because there's just more wins just going in.
Mm-hmm. And now going on to what have been the three biggest lessons you've learned from your time in the real world?
Three biggest lessons I've learned. Time productivity, by just making lists, Excel sheets, lists, to-do lists, goals, all that. Just planning out your day, planning out your week. It's been great to take that to a next level. That's definitely one. Yeah, so another one would be that diversification is pretty well useless. I had the most diversified portfolio of all these terrible little things. I had no idea what they were, what they'd done. Half of them narratives, half of them I had no idea about. Everything is correlated. They're all correlated to a certain extent. So that was nice to find out about correlation in a whole because I had no idea really. I obviously knew things went up with Bitcoin and down with Bitcoin, but how correlated all the coins and tokens actually are is quite astonishing. So that's been quite nice. That's a nice lesson to learn. Another lesson to learn is you just got to hustle. You just got to hustle hard, get shit done, bang, bang, bang through the list. This is for day-to-day things, for work, for the real world, for the crypto and all the other servers in there. You just got to get it done. You've got to work hard, get it done. I don't have a TV. I don't have social media. I'm not doing all that rubbish. It's all brainwashing bullshit anyway. So I'm just spending time learning and hustling hard. So that's been a great lesson too, because they push for that. They tell you there's no time wasting your stuff. There's no use wasting all your time with all that stuff. It's all rubbish anyway. It's a clown world out there. So being able to just hustle and get stuff done consistently, you're actually pushing forward a lot quicker, learning quicker, going through life quicker, progressing through everything in your life quicker if you're just getting shit done at speed. As a lot of people know in the real world, it's all about the speed.
Great answers. And now that you're on this trajectory, where do you see your life heading in 6 months to 1 year?
I feel like I'll be heading in the same sort of scenario that I'm in now, but I'll be a lot more knowledgeable and I'll be able to put together a lot more information because 6 months is a long time. So I'm going to be smarter. I'm going to be fitter. I'm going to be always happy. I'm either on the real world, learning, hustling. When the waves are good, I'm surfing. When the fish are on, I'm fishing, or I'm making 15 acres look beautiful. So for where the future is, I'm just confident that my investments are going to be a lot more safer, a lot more sound, and the productivity is going to go through the roof. I guarantee that. So I'm excited for the future.
Awesome. Before we end off, do you have any advice to people who are considering joining the real world?
There's so much FUD out there. People are just trying to shut the whole system down. But once you're really in there and spending time in there, you've actually got to put the time and effort in. I've seen a lot of people talk about, oh, they've come in and they haven't made any money yet. But obviously they're not doing the courses, they're not doing the lessons, they're not working hard. You got to go in and actually have a positive mindset and hustle. You got to work, lessons, quizzes. Take that information and Google it, whatever, and find more information and just keep getting stronger and stronger minded. So all the people that are going to join for the price that you pay a month, it's so much more valuable than that. You'll make way more once you're in depth with each course. There's people in the Amazon course selling things, buying things, selling them, making big money. Crypto is just for investing your money in. There's people making big money. There's some, the price of the subscription is nothing compared to what the total is, and just what you get out of it with the challenges and with all the professors and with all the captains helping, even just the students helping each other. Everyone's just there to help each other strive and make more money and be a positive person in their life. And you do see a lot of people becoming more of a man, more of a woman. There's ladies in there too that are killing it. Everyone's just having a great time in there, to be honest. And the people that aren't, they're not working hard enough. Simple as that.
Completely fair. And yeah, that is all my questions. Thank you very much again for your time, Brian. Really appreciate you having come on, and I wish you all the best.